Question 48. Matrix A has dimensions 3 by 2 and matrix B has dimensions 2 by 3. One of the following matrices is the matrix product AB. Which one? So they kind of put numbers in here to throw you off a little bit. You don't need to worry about these numbers for this particular problem because there are no actual numbers or values given for the matrices. All they're giving you are the dimensions, right? That's it. So when they're giving you matrices and they're giving you dimensions, it's really important to follow the order in which the dimensions are given. So the dimensions for this are always going to be row times column. So row times column, okay? And we have to write it in the same order. And I guess the other key factor is that when you're multiplying matrices, so matrices aren't just individual numbers, right? Because like in regular multiplication, I can do 3 times, let's say 3 times 4, and that's equal to 4 times 3. You can't change the order of the matrices when you're multiplying them. So when it says matrix A times matrix B, it means that matrix A has to come first and then matrix B, and it'll become clear in a second why. So if we write down matrix A, and it's a 3 by 2, we'll just put ones in for a second. You can put in any numbers you want, but let's just make it simple. So it has to have 3 rows, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 columns. So let's just put in, or I can use zeros. Let's just use zeros. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, that's a 3 by 2. So this is matrix A, and it is 3 by 2, and we're multiplying this by matrix B, and matrix B is 2 by 3. So 2 by 3. I'll just use zeros as well. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Just erase this part here, make it clear. And that is a 2 by 3. Now the rule is when you're doing matrices, okay, and if you haven't done this before, I suggest you go back and look at my pre-calc and trig playlist. But when you're multiplying matrices, the reason the order matters is because when you get your product matrix, so your product matrix, I'll write down here, which is AB, there's two pieces of information you can get from this multiplication. So first off, sometimes the matrix multiplication isn't possible. Now, what I mean by that is, I guess, an abbreviated version of this explanation is that you're going to check and see if when you write these dimensions out, like I did 3 by 2 and 2 by 3, you're going to check and look at the inner dimensions for them. And if they are equal to each other, which in this case they are, then you can multiply. Okay? If these two inner dimensions were not equal, you cannot multiply. You can't do anything with it. So if the two inner dimensions, when you're writing them in the right order, A times B, if the two inner dimensions are equal to each other, then that means yes, you can do the multiplication. And what else you can learn from this is that the outer dimensions are going to be the dimensions of your product matrix. So we're going to have a 3 by 3 down here. And the only one that has a 3 by 3 matrix is down here, answer choice K.